Stop everything you're doing right now, Ravens fans. What you're about to hear could completely change the future of this franchise. Rumors are turning into serious conversations. Bold predictions are coming from within the league, and the decisions made in the coming weeks could define the Baltimore Ravens for the next decade. Stay with us until the end, because every detail matters. Every name mentioned carries weight, and the final question could split the fanbase in half. If you love Ravens football, this is a video you can't miss. The very idea seems unthinkable. A blockbuster trade involving Lamar Jackson would shock the entire NFL and instantly become one of the most surprising deals in the league's modern history. For years, the Baltimore Ravens have made it clear that Lamar Jackson is the franchise's quarterback, the face of the organization, and the centerpiece of their long-term vision. Baltimore reinforced this commitment by parting ways with longtime coach John Harbaugh, a decision widely interpreted as the franchise prioritizing Lamar Jackson's future over continuity. Everything pointed to stability, confidence, and a renewed partnership built around a new coaching staff. Furthermore, the Ravens are actively interviewing offensive figures to help shape this future, including Buffalo Bills offensive coordinator Joe Brady, who has interviews scheduled with the Ravens and Falcons this Sunday, according to league sources. But what if this plan changes? That's exactly the question raised by ESPN journalist Jeremy Fowler, who made a surprising prediction based on conversations with several NFL executives. In a new article published Tuesday, Fowler presented a scenario few fans want to imagine: the Baltimore Ravens trading Lamar Jackson to the Las Vegas Raiders. According to Fowler, this idea has been quietly circulating behind the scenes in the league. Several executives have reportedly used this scenario as their bold prediction, imagining Jackson ending up in Las Vegas. An NFL talent evaluator told Fowler that there seems to be some latent frustration between Lamar and the Ravens, suggesting that this trade would be exactly the kind of blockbuster decision that Raiders owner Mark Davis would love to make. While not everyone in Las Vegas agrees internally, the evaluator noted that it would immediately solve the Raiders' long-standing problem at the quarterback position. Context is important. The Ravens began the 2025 NFL season as legitimate Super Bowl favorites. Instead, they finished the year outside the playoff zone. Injuries limited Jackson's availability, and when he was on the field, the offense struggled to consistently reach its full potential. For a team built to win now, this outcome has raised serious internal questions. Despite these challenges, Lamar Jackson remains a two-time NFL MVP, and his impact on any franchise would be immediate and transformative. A trade of this magnitude would also completely alter the top of the NFL draft. Currently, the Raiders are expected to use the first overall pick on Indiana quarterback Fernando Mendoza, but acquiring Jackson would instantly change those plans and reshape the entire draft landscape. Fowler also emphasized that while Baltimore understands that life is better with a two-time MVP than without one, this situation needs to be closely monitored. The relationship between Lamar Jackson and the next head coach will be crucial. No trade of this magnitude would happen before hiring a new coach, meaning the next leader in Baltimore will hold the key to calming the storm or watching chaos unfold. And that brings us to the next big decision hanging over the Ravens. Because Lamar Jackson may not be the only pillar of the franchise facing an uncertain future. While Baltimore searches for its next head coach, important roster decisions are already being planned behind the scenes. According to ESPN analyst Benjamin Solak, another significant change could happen soon, and this one strikes at the heart of the Ravens' defense. Solak predicts the Ravens will part ways with all-pro cornerback Marlon Humphrey during the offseason, either through a trade or a permanent release. The motivation is simple, but painful: financial flexibility. Humphrey played in 15 games for Baltimore in 2025, recording 53 solo tackles, 13 passes defended, 4 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles, and 1 sack. On paper, these numbers still reflect a productive defender. But Solak notes that Humphrey has been one of the most targeted and least efficient cornerbacks on long passes this season, a worrying trend in the current NFL with its focus on passing. From a business perspective, the numbers are even more impressive. Humphrey is entering the final year of his contract and will turn 30. If the Ravens designate him as a post-June 1st cut, They could save approximately $19.3 million in salary cap space, according to overthecap.com. This saving could drastically impact Baltimore's ability to reshape the roster under a new coaching staff. The emotional weight of this decision cannot be ignored. Selected 16th overall in the 2017 NFL Draft, Humphrey has been a mainstay of the Ravens' defense for nearly a decade. He has been selected to the Pro Bowl 4 times, received 2 All-Pro nominations, and led the entire NFL in forced fumbles in 2020. For many fans, he represents the identity of the Ravens' defense: physical, relentless, and fearless. But the NFL is a business, and sometimes even legends become financial decisions. With a new era approaching in Baltimore, the front office may decide that the future demands that the past be left behind, however respected it may be. And when you put the pieces together, the picture becomes even clearer. A new head coach, a crucial contract decision for the quarterback, a potential defensive pillar about to leave. Everything is interconnected, and each move will influence the next. Final considerations. The Baltimore Ravens are at a crossroads. One path leads to stability, renewed confidence in Lamar Jackson, and a revamped roster focused on financial flexibility. The other path leads to shocking trades, emotional farewells, and a complete overhaul of the organization. Now we want to know your opinion. Do you believe the Ravens should do everything possible to keep Lamar Jackson long-term, even if it means difficult sacrifices in other areas? And if Marlon Humphrey is released, is it the right decision for the business or a misstep? Leave your opinion in the comments below. If you enjoyed this analysis, subscribe, like, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any important updates about the Ravens. Your opinion matters, and this conversation is just beginning.